Jason, can you speak, because you're mentioning investing in, can you speak a little bit to, again, just a general structure? Most of the folks on this call and in this community are going to be in their first 5 or 10 years of business, a few more mature than that, but many a little bit earlier on. When it comes to putting money away, you hear so many polarized opinions about traditional IRAs, 401ks, Roths, even using an HSA. If
Mhm.
you don't see yourself exhausting all of those buckets because it's not quite where you are yet, do you sort of have an order of operations where you're like, hey, that one first, then this one, and you waterfall it across?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's probably two. Well, let's back up real quick on that topic. I think the one thing that I think everybody older you will wish younger you did is to put some money aside separate from your business. So, as much as I hate to say this, none of our businesses are ever worth what we think they're worth, right? And when you go to sell, you got to pay taxes on it, and you got to pay a broker fee, and there's just expenses, attorney fees, all these things. So, people never seem to sell their companies and get the capital out of it that they think it's worth. So what you really need to do is over the life of your business is you got to put some money aside, right? You got to put some money into these different accounts, and you just listed a bunch of them. Um, from a tax perspective, the HSA is probably the best thing you can put it in. And that sounds kind of messed up because that's a health savings account. But if you just consider that name only and you just look at that as a investment account, that's your best spot to start because you're basically putting that money in and it basically acts like a Roth IRA, but you get a tax deduction for it now. So if I was to start, I would do the HSA first. Now, if people are uncomfortable with that, like I don't know what an HSA is, and the next best thing would probably be just be a straight up Roth IRA. And when I say put money aside, when you're first starting, maybe you're only putting away $20 a month, $50 a month, $100 a month, something like that. Start small, but get in that habit of just auto putting that money away. And as you make more money, put a little bit more away. So if you're putting away $50 this year, and next year your income goes up, 20%, then put away, $70 next year, or $80 next year, and just slowly ramp that up until you're maxing that out. But you'll see over time, if you kind of put that money in and forget about it, it's going to grow. And one day you're going to open that account and be like, wow, look at that. There's a fair amount of money in there. So I encourage people, even when you're just starting out, even when you're maybe not the first year when you're really bootstrapping it, but once you get a little bit of income in you, I'd love to just see people put just a little bit of money into that Roth IRA or that HSA to get started.
Man, those are sobering words you shared, but I think really important and relevant. That, like, I can't tell you how many business owners I know that said, they did kind of these wild, rough valuation, calculations, and they were like, "Oh, my company's worth, three and
Oh
a half
yeah,
million." And I'm
yeah,
like, dude, I don't know. Like, I think it's worth what someone will buy it for, and I'm not sure it's that number.
yeah, yeah. I mean, we have. I wish I should, and I should do this, but we have a lot of older clients that, man, if I could get them on a panel, they'll be like, man, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. And we try and tell those stories to our clients because I see them. I mean, we've got some 70-year-olds still working. They shouldn't be working. They should be enjoying their life, do fishing or whatever they like to do. But they're kind of stuck working because they're the ones that never put anything away, right? And so I just think we really try and put that habit into our clients of like, just put something away, just put a little bit away every month. Honestly, put it anywhere, put it into a regular IRA or Roth, just do a little bit and start it. I like the Roth. I put all my funds into a Roth, every penny I can, because I want that tax-free growth later in life when I'm not working. I'm willing to pay more tax now to get that benefit later in life. And for you, Jeff, I mean, most of your clients here, like you said, they're in their first 1 to 5, maybe 7 years of business. So they're probably in their 20s and 30s. Man, that time value of money of growth, put that money into a Roth and see it grow tax free. I mean, the charts are staggering of how much wealth you can create if you start young, right? Because the best investment advice is time. Nobody can tell you pick this stock, pick that stock, or when's it going to go up, when's it going to go down. Over time, the stock market goes up. Some investments are better than others. I would encourage people to be more aggressive than passive. I hate seeing people that are 25-year-olds that have a bunch of fixed income in their portfolios, and we see it a lot. put it in 100% equity account, and then don't worry about the ups and downs, because over time you don't lose money unless you sell. And so over the time of that 20 years, the stock market's going to do this, but it always goes up and up and up over time. So don't worry about the dips. Just keep buying. And in 20-year time, you're going to have a fair amount of growth in there.
I love that. Another question.